Hi everyone, this is Anne and you might be here from my ASMR channel. I'm going to do my pregnancy updates on this channel because yes, I'm pregnant. I had my first scan today, so I was super happy. This is my 9th week of pregnancy, so I'm actually already over 2 months pregnant. The scan was super good. The baby, it measured 2 centimeters. It was spot on the day, 8 weeks and 4 days, because I tracked my cycle. I made videos about this before, how to do that, and I was perfectly on the mark because I know my cycle, I know my body. So the baby's heart rate was pretty fast, 175. So that's a really good heartbeat. People say like the faster, like more chance of it being a girl. We'll see. But I wanted to make this video about my pregnancy symptoms. Basically the first trimester and my 2 weekly videos on how I'm feeling and what I have experienced. First thing this is one symptom. Shortness of breath. This is when I have to ride my bike, talk a lot, when I have to exercise, but the doctor said it's completely normal. It's actually a very common pregnancy symptom to be short of breath. Your blood volume, it doubles. Your body works very hard to make a little human inside of me. It's crazy. Yeah. So the second symptom is the most annoying symptom, which I think everyone can, like, you know what it is, morning sickness. And this started when I was 5 weeks and 5 days. I started feeling queasy, nauseous all day long. So basically it would start in the morning when I mostly got out of bed, and then basically all day, and not at night though, but it's not to the point that I'm severely nauseous that I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna vomit. I never vomited once, but I constantly have this queasy feeling and my stomach makes burps all the time. Your digestion slows down and stuff. So I've been feeling that. Thankfully it's only mild to medium, so it's livable. But together with that, I have tons of food aversions. I'm a vegan for 12 years, so I normally eat very healthy, but I've been eating maybe a little less healthy, but I try to as much as I can, of course, for the baby. But because so many food sounds disgusting to me now, I just eat what I can to get enough calories in, because I lost like a kilogram, so I don't want to lose too much weight. Some women lose a lot of weight in their first trimester, especially women who have to vomit a lot. Thankfully that's not me. But I just every day I try to think of something that I want to eat, and it can be so different from day to day. Like this one day I was like, I want tomatoes and I want to make this vinaigrette with like vinegar and salt and olive oil, and then mix that between the tomatoes and eat it. That's like a dish my grandma used to make sometimes with fries and stuff, and I ate it. It was delicious, made me feel better also, because morning sickness is worse when you're hungry and tired. And then we bought a ton of tomatoes, but then the other day I was like, oh, I couldn't eat it. I started eating, I was like, no. And that's actually a lot. One day I might like something, another day I might not like it at all. And I didn't think I would have that. My mom never had that really. She also didn't have much morning sickness, but I'm different than my mom, and every pregnancy is different. So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. Just trying to eat what I can. And every morning can be a different breakfast, so I just try to eat. Then there is a third symptom, that's tiredness. So probably very common. It's also very common, you read it all the time online, where I usually get this around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and I'm like, I get deadly tired and I have to lay in the bed and take a nap. But today was actually way better. Maybe it's because I'm so excited with the scan and everything. Some days are better though. Like same with the nausea, some days are just better. You feel better. And I have tricks also to make morning sickness less and to battle it, but I'll make a separate video about that. So yeah, today was the scan, and that just makes me excited and less tired because my adrenaline is up, I think. The first symptom, the fourth one, but it's actually one of the first that I had, was cramping. I didn't have any other symptom when I first was pregnant that I knew I was pregnant. I didn't think I was pregnant, even though we started trying, because it's a perfect time for us to get pregnant now. So we wanted to start trying. But I didn't think that month was going to be my month. But basically it was. And the first thing I noticed is that I got more severe like cramps. I normally don't really get much cramps before my periods. I normally feel they're gonna come, but it's not painful. But now it was like a little bit painful, like cramping of periods. But my periods weren't, like, it was just 11 days past ovulation. My periods only start like 14 days past my ovulation. So it was really early, and I just knew I'm pregnant. Because my brother's girlfriend, she had the same, like, more cramps when she was pregnant. So I went to take a test, and I looked, and it was a very faint second line. I was like, oh my god, so excited. But I didn't want to be too excited, because early pregnancies often stop and you bleed your period. It's like you have like 1 in 5 chance to miscarry in the early stages of pregnancy. That's 20% chance to miscarry. That's a lot. But still, I was excited though. And the cramps continued, I think, for 2 to 3 weeks. Not much. They're not very painful. Not at all. I never really had much painful cramps during my periods anyway. Usually the first day I had some cramps and that's it. And then they went away, and then now sometimes they might come. Another symptom is bloating. Holy shit. Even from 5 weeks or 4 weeks, like very early on, it looks like I'm further along than I am, because usually in the morning I can wake up with a flat stomach sometimes, but as soon as I eat, my stomach just becomes big. I might show you, see, because I already ate. Okay, maybe show you a little bit. It's hard though, but it's like here it becomes like rounded out. And it's because your digestion slows down when you're pregnant to make sure the maximum nutrients go to your baby. So that's why. So everything goes a little bit slower. That's why I have to be careful what to eat also. If it's too greasy, I'm gonna get like a heartburn or like acid reflux, but not really, like you just have to keep burping, and it's such a queasy feeling, very annoying. So I kind of learn which foods are good for me, which foods are bad for me, which I should avoid. So yeah, cravings, I don't really have much. I just crave things that I can eat, because now it's more about aversions, things I can't eat. So I think about things that I can eat and then I eat those. Sense of smell. That's also a symptom a lot of pregnant women talk about. I don't know if my sense of smell has gotten better. I always had a good sense of smell, but I respond more to it. Like now, I know the smells more because they make me sick. And maybe that is what they mean in pregnancy with heightened sense of smell. It's just because it makes you sick, and that's why you're more aware of smells that normally they wouldn't do much to you. You would just smell it. But now it's like, oh, it's disgusting. Like oven smells, something baking in the oven. That was disgusting. Spring rolls in the oven. Anything in a supermarket when there's meat smells, or absolutely disgusting. So I do love food that doesn't smell. So I eat a lot of foods that have no smell to them. Some foods help my nausea a lot, but I will all mention that in my video about how to deal with morning sickness, because I think it will help a lot of people, because I found a lot of things that really do help me. Another symptom that I've been having is vivid dreams. Like, I also sleep a lot. I sleep like 9 hours sometimes, 9 hours, 10 hours. Usually I sleep like 7 to 8 hours, though it's more like 8 to 9 hours. See, I keep having burps. And I have vivid dreams every night now. I have not clenched my teeth. My teeth are fine. They haven't been hurting. Like, I used to clench my teeth a lot and they hurt, but since I've been pregnant, no tooth pain, which is good. Oh, and I also don't have, like, my boobs are a little bit bigger, but they don't hurt. My nipples hurt, and my nipples is like the only thing that hurts, not my boobs. Like, it's weird. But yeah, my nipple, it's the same symptoms as my PMS symptoms, like the symptoms you get before you're gonna get your period. I always get like sore nipples some days before, and that's the exact same I have when I'm pregnant. Also, TMI, maybe not, whatever, it's normal. More vaginal discharge, like white, creamy, sticky, sorta, way more than when you're pregnant. Be more careful with sex, because now when it hits the cervix, it feels like a fucking knife, like a sharp sting. And I actually spotted not spotted. Like I had discharge that was a bit brown tinged 2 days after, and then the third day it was a little bit pink, but it was completely normal. The doctor said it's normal actually. All the blood goes to your uterus, it changes position a bit, you just have to be more careful. That's all. So yeah, I think that's it. That's my symptoms. I've been trying to be healthy. I've been eating mostly healthy, some unhealthy things. If I can't eat anything else, I just try to get some food down that I think is good. I will do more updates on what I eat to deal with morning sickness, what makes me feel better, what makes me feel worse. And if you have any questions about pregnancy, feel free to ask me. I'm 8 weeks 4 days, and this is my update for week 9. So this is week 9, not week 8. I was always confused about that, because 0 to 1 is week 1. So 8 to 9 is week 9, you know, like that. So yeah, my due date is the 25th of March. It can always be earlier or later, and I will document the entire journey. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!